And Paris, I have to tell you, from the outside, the hotel is just breathtaking. It was built more than 100 years ago. Just take a look at it. The architecture is just quite beautiful. And Brandon, some residents are worried that the Broadway Armory Park's programming for youth and seniors could be canceled or postponed if they use this facility to house migrants. Puerto Rican Fest kicks off today right at the heart of Humboldt Park. Hundreds of people come here to enjoy their time. But before the festival kicked off today, we met a couple people who got the celebration started a bit early. And it can be a long legal process before migrants can even receive a work permit, time that Alderman Sposado says the city doesn't have, as even more asylum seekers are expected to arrive to the city. They're called safe passage workers, and you can't miss them because they're wearing these bright neon vests. Now, they are trained to stand outside school campuses and make sure that students are walking into the school building safely. I want to show you again what the scene looks like. Behind me, there are people who are from this community who came down here with signs here. You can see what they say: no one should own AR-15s. We have a mother here who has a sign saying ban assault rifles. Earlier this week, we caught up with a digital creator who goes by the name Chris Dolo, and he's been able to make a name for himself by reviewing food. We met him at Hangry's, a restaurant in the Belmont-Cragen neighborhood that became more than just a spot to eat. Take a look. What made you want to come into this restaurant or even start doing videos?
So I've always had the idea, always wanted to vlog me, going to different restaurants.
And Brandon, we're standing right in front of the Martin Luther King Living Memorial, 3 pillars telling of a story of a march that happened in this neighborhood. Dozens of residents lined up to ask questions about their concerns and frustrations surrounding the possibility of having migrants move to their community. The meeting was held at a newer school around the corner from the shuttered South Shore High School. One by one, street vendors walk into Chicago Police headquarters on a mission to get help following recent robberies of street vendors along 26th Street.
Today, we're here because our superintendent has failed us again.
The Little Village Community Council hosted a rally demanding more police protection for vendors selling on the street. Among them is Maria Velasquez. She says she's been robbed at gunpoint 3 times in a span of 15 days.
Para mí algo muy doloroso porque pues cuando a uno le ponen una pistola uno no sabe uno ni qué hacer y pues les entrega uno el dinero, ¿verdad?
Velasquez shows a surveillance video of one of the robberies.
Ahí está el cliente, mira. Ya se guardó su dinero.
In the video, you see a customer walking to his vehicle when he is ambushed. Velasquez says one of the robbers jumps into her cart and mugs her at gunpoint before running off. She has filed police reports but has yet to get any updates.
Quiera que patrullen más constante.
In recent months, local leaders say street vendors have become victims of multiple assaults and robberies. Community organizer Christian Hernandez says he's working with groups to help patrol along the 26th Street corridor.
I'm risking my own life trying to keep our local street vendors safe.
The vendors were not able to meet with Superintendent Brown, but they were promised a town hall meeting in 3 weeks in the Little Village neighborhood.
We're asking that superintendent walks at 3, 4 in the morning with us.
In the meantime, vendors like Velasquez say they have no choice but to continue to work, knowing the suspects are still out there. For Chicago Tonight, I'm Joanna Hernandez.
What's needed in the community.
But you wanted the place where your daughter took her last breath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I went back and forth about it. Certain family members, I think it'd be too traumatic, but I think I came up with the final decision, is that's what I'm trying to do.
What was that final decision?
To stay here and fight.
It's been 2 years since Naisha Beeman's daughter was killed inside a convenience store on 79th Street and Avalon Avenue. She says every day that goes by, she wishes she had told her daughter not to go to the convenience store.
I go back and forth. I wish I was like, nope, you can't go. But how? How can I keep telling the 18-year-old, no, you can't go. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. You know, I could keep telling her no. So she was going to the Shed Aquarium. She wasn't going to a party or lounge. I don't know, she went to the Shed Aquarium.
And she was here with her boyfriend. They came to pick up some snacks.
And that's it. After the Shed Aquarium, I was going to pick her up. So I just, you wonder, did she see it coming? Was she, did she go instantly?
18-year-old Jaya Beeman had her whole life ahead of her. She was following in her mother's footsteps and studying to become a nurse at Malcolm X College. dreaming of becoming a traveling nurse one day.
She was my motivation, my why for everything. Why I went so hard, and she still is.
The teenager was killed when 3 people opened fire, shooting into the store on February 2020. 22 bullets were discharged, killing Jaya and injuring 5 others. Your daughter still hasn't received full justice.
No, she haven't received full justice. 2 adults that was there.
Two adults that still
at large.
This mother of 4 has since turned her pain into purpose, starting the Jaya Beeman Foundation, an organization she says is dedicated to helping steer young adults away from violence. She has been working to buy the property where her daughter was killed.
I want to turn it into a hub for the foundation.
While she works to find help to purchase the convenience store, Beeman is buying properties through the Cook County Tax Scavenger Sale. Her plan is to turn empty lots into resource gardens for the community.
This is my healing process. I will never be healed. This my, not healing, let's just say coping. It's how I'm coping.
For Chicago Tonight, I'm Joanna Hernandez.
This one is excellent. You're gonna love it. Check it out. Check it out first.
Interacting with customers is just one part of the job.
That's for the gentleman. Gracias, Carlos.
Alfredo Garcia and his wife Irma have spent the last 2 years mastering their ice cream making skills. And like you said, you put a lot of love in it.
Of course. That's the thing. If you do your job with love.
Cheers. Look at this. I just need you guys to see this. All the types of layers. And you can only find these kinds of ice cream in Michoacanas.
Exactly.
All right, cheers. It's just so good every time. Ice cream is a huge deal in Mexico's western state of Michoacan. Business owners like Alfredo are sharing a piece of that sweet culture. Pure goodness. From ice cream to paletas, known as popsicles, everything is homemade. We got an inside look at what it takes to make those tasty frozen treats. First step, have your mix ready to go.
And then I use stir.
Just dump it in there.
Dump it in there. But you have to be careful because some of them are a little bit bigger, a little bit small.
Okay. Once the mix is spread evenly, the sticks are inserted into the mold.
So the machine should be at least 0 degrees, which is perfect right now.
Then it goes right into the popsicle machine to freeze for about an hour.
And that's it.
From working as a carpenter to owning his ice cream parlor, Alfredo shares his thoughts about the motivation behind his business. ¿Usted pensaba que iba a tener una tienda un día?
No, pero sí pensé todo el tiempo que yo tenía que hacer un negocio donde pudiera ayudar a mucha gente.
Downstairs, the paletas are ready.
Take the mold in here, came here to the hot water. 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There it is.
I take the popsicles, we go in here. When we do that, because you can see the color on the popsicle change, it means they won't melt anymore.
I can smell the lemon. So if you're looking for something sweet, creamy, or fresh, amazing, this is the place to check out.